Hello friends, I just wanted to quickly meet with you tonight. I didn't prepare a video, but tomorrow is a very important day and I just didn't want you to miss that day. That's why I said I'll just go live for a few minutes and just say a few words about what's going to happen tomorrow. So tomorrow, May 24th, all the Orthodox Christians, Slavic Orthodox Christians, they celebrate the day of Saint Cyril. They say Cyril, but it's in Russia we say Kirill, Saint Kirill, or in English Cyril and Methodius. And this day is the day of Slavonic language. So who were Saint Cyril and Mehodius? Here they are. This is Saint Cyril, which in Russia we say Kirill, and this is Saint Mehodius. They were brothers, and they are apostle-like, or how we say, equal to apostles. Why? Is because they considered to bring Christianity to Russia, although Russia was baptized before they came and the Christianity already was there, but there were no any books like Bible or any church books, and because there was no language, written language, there was no alphabet as we have it right now, there was no such thing those times, not only in Russia but in all Slavic countries, like all around Russia. And so they were two brothers in the 9th century. They lived in, then it was the part of Greece, it was the area in Macedonia, and the village was called Saloniki. So there was a man, his name was Lev, and he had, I guess I will not, I can make a mistake, he had around 7 kids. And Methodius, he was the oldest. And then Kirill, Saint Kirill or Cyril, by the way, Russian alphabet is Cyrillic, not only Russian, but Slavonic alphabet and Church Slavonic alphabet and Russian alphabet and Ukrainian and like all the other like Slovenian alphabet, they are Cyrillic. Why? Is after Cyril, because he created that alphabet. That's why we say English alphabet is Latin. We have in English alphabet we have Latin letters, and Russian alphabet is Cyrillic after Saint Cyril or Kirill, as I say. So he was, I think, the youngest. Cyril, he was the youngest, and when he was 7, he was praying to the saints, asking for like Sophia, for the wisdom, for the God's wisdom, divine wisdom. And at about 7 years old, when he was at that age, he saw a dream that the king of their area brought him in and invited the most beautiful princesses from all around so that he can choose a wife. And he chose the prettiest one, the most beautiful one, and her name was Sophia, which means the divine wisdom. So that was when he was 7 years old, and it was very symbolic because that meant that he was very smart, clever, academic guy, and they all were, as their father was. So the authorities of then Russian government realized that oh, my dog is, so they realized, she just wants to be hugged. They realized that they don't have any books and like the Bible or any related books for their citizens, for the people to read and to study, and that they don't really have the written language. And they went to Greece and spoke to the most academic people and asked to send them somebody smart enough who will help them create the written language, create the alphabet, and then translate the Bible and the church books to Russian language. And so then the choice went to send Cyril, which then his name was Constantine, only after he decided to be a monk, and then he got the name Kirill, Cyril. So they sent to Russia, then Russia, that time Russia, they sent Cyril and Methodius to Russia, and they studied, because Russia had their language and they had their alphabet, but it wasn't developed. It called Glagolitsa, and the letters they looked kind of like Chinese. They were more like symbols than letters. It was more like symbols than the alphabet. So they studied all of that, and they took some letters from the Greek language, because there are a few letters, and there were more Greek letters in Russian alphabet before the reform, because later Russian alphabet was simplified. Before, originally it was 40 plus letters. Right now, modern Russian alphabet has 33 letters. So it was much simplified. But back then, they took a few, like more than a few letters from Greek alphabet, they combined everything, and they worked together with some of their students. They had a lot of students to help them. They created the Slavonic alphabet, which is Cyrillic, after Saint Cyril alphabet, and then they started to translate the Bible and different church related books. And so this is why these two saints are very important to Russian Orthodox Church. And today is just a few words. I'm just saying a few words because I don't want to miss tomorrow's day. And usually, the church day starts from the evening before. So it's actually today, although today is the 23rd, but on the church calendar, we use the evening before the day. So it started today when the sun went down. It's already kind of like the 24th. So it's the big day for the Russian church, and I guess for all the Orthodox Slavonic Church, because we celebrate the day of Saint Cyril and Saint Methodius, which are equal to apostles, like apostle-like saints. And we celebrate the day, it's called the Day of Slavonic Alphabet, the Day of Slavonic Written Language. That's the day tomorrow, and thank God we live not far from the monastery that has services every day, and tomorrow in the morning we're gonna go to the church to celebrate this, because for me it's especially a big day because I'm a linguist and I have master's degree in languages, specifically in Russian language, and like I studied a lot Church Slavonic language in university, and like it's a special day for me. One of my sons is named by Saint Cyril. His name is Kirill, because in Russian we say Kirill, in English we say Cyril, but actually the Greek version is Kirill. That's how we say Kirill. So this is Saint Kirill, Saint Mehodius, and happy holiday. Good night.